What is going on, guys? This is Brothers All Gaming with my review of Danganronpa episode 11. And this episode brought out a different side of a character that we probably never would have saw act this way, who was Kiguri. Now, during this whole trial, after they were looking around and found a few clues, this trial was just so weird from the get go because right away Togami, he was blaming Kiguri because we all know that she was definitely the most suspicious person out there because she's never around, and when she is, everything has already passed. So she definitely missed out on a lot of stuff, but at the same time she had proven herself to be trustworthy. But this episode kind of questioned her intention, at least during that trial, because it was obvious that she did it because of the way that she was acting. But she even said herself that that she could not be found guilty here, and that's why she kept putting the blame on Nagi, who was really her only friend. Because just during this trial, Nagi could have called her out on so many different things, but because he wanted to trust her, he didn't. Because they were this one point that she made where she couldn't get into her room because Togami had her key, and we all know she had a key that will open up any door in the entire school, thanks to Sakura, getting it stealing it from Monobear's office. And so she easily could have used that key to get into her room, and not could have pointed that out, but he didn't. And so throughout the entire trial, Kiguri was just pushing the blame on Nagi because even though she did it, she could not get caught. And at first I thought as well that that knife to the chest, or was it the heart, I thought that's what killed her, but apparently it was these set of arrows that were duct taped together, and that right there was used as that was used as a blunt weapon to hit the 16th student Mukuro upside her head. And it's really surprising that Kiguri would actually go that far to kill somebody, but at least later on we actually learn why. But for now, all the blame which they can put on Nagi, and even he knew that it was so weird, and we thought questioning how weird things were. That's when Monobear, for the first time, we see him kind of lose his edge because he was rushing this trial along. And I thought at first that Nagi was actually going to die because this series had so many turns and twists that it would not surprise me if the main character would die. But luckily, Alter Ego, who we all thought was gone from the last episode, she actually came in there and saved Nagi because apparently she installed some kind of virus, and maybe that right there was a one-time thing. So I'm not sure if Monobear can delete her from the system the next time, but at least she rescued Nagi. So he fell all the way down to the dumpster, and who knows how long he was there, but eventually Kiguri, she actually came and rescued him. So once they escaped from that place, we actually learned that Kiguri, she came there to meet her father, who was the principal, and we learned that Kiguri is the high school level super detective, something like that. And apparently Nagi thinks that she is the one that can fight against this despair. She's the hope. When I think that it's really Nagi, he's the hope because he's the one that's believing in her, and that's why those two are fine now. But I am curious about her father though, because if her father was the principal, like she said, then that must mean that he was the principal during that worst high school incident, in that room where everybody was killed. So I'm thinking that maybe he was the principal during that time, and now he is himself in that school. So I'm thinking, if possible, even though she doubted, if her father was principal during that time, then it really wouldn't surprise me if her father was a principal now. So maybe her father could be the mastermind, but whoever it is, that person is sick, and they need to go down. So of course Monobear is wondering, how can Nagi be alive when he should have died, or at least down in the dumpster where he should be till he dies. But before he can use that punishment game again, Kiguri actually comes up with a plan, and they are now challenging Monobear for one final trial. but this time they all have to pass or else everybody's gonna die. And they also have to figure out these weird mysteries, and if they miss one, a person will die. So right now they cannot make any mistakes, because if they do, everybody's gonna die. So I'm hoping that nobody else will die, and maybe they can somehow beat Monobear. Like, even though it's a stretch, because I'm pretty sure that, well, more than likely, only probably like maybe one character or two are probably going to live through this whole thing. But I really don't want anybody else to die, because we have just lost so many people already. It'd be pretty awesome if the characters managed, to work together and escape. But who knows how this is gonna go? I like, to me, I was kind of like really shocked how Kiguri was so quick to throw Nagi under the bus. Because what if Alter Ego, wouldn't have saved them? Then what? But it is interesting to point out how Monobear, or the mastermind, wanted to frame Kiguri for this, because apparently that 16 student, she was supposed to kill Nagi, and that way they were going to blame Kiguri. So I am wondering, like, why is Monobear, or the mastermind, trying so hard to get rid of Kiguri? Because it's obvious that, like, Kiguri knows a lot more stuff that she lets on, and now she has all her memories back. We should, like, definitely learn a lot more about this character. I'm also wondering, like, what other kind of doors are they going to open up now that she has this key? And I'm pretty sure now they're going to have to work together. She'll probably tell the other students about that key that she has. So maybe after this, they'll, like, if they win, they can use that key to find a way out. They can even open, the front door to get out. But as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, you guys take it easy.